Hey guys, I'm Claire. I did my project, I mostly did photography for my senior capstone project, and the name of the project I thought would be best fitting for this would be Forgotten Places and Spaces, or Hidden Spaces and Places, because it was about a year ago when I took my first photography class here. I originally took black and white photography in the past in high school, and I kind of dabbled with it, didn't really take it as seriously as I do now. And then I took Brent Blair's class last semester, and you know, after coming back from abroad, I declared a studio art major, and I got into it. And I one day stumbled across a antiques place. I don't know if you guys have heard the Totem Pole. It's like down the road. Yeah, kind of. I don't know why it intrigued me, but it did. So my friend and I actually stopped there and started taking some pictures. And I don't know what it was, but all of the just like the random things laying out on the tables and just nobody being there just drew me in. I thought it'd be a great place to start taking pictures. So I did, and it started to culminate toward the end of last semester. So these 4 photographs are originally, they were taken before the rest of those. And they're all at the Totem Pole. I had a really creepy experience there, so I don't know if you guys should go back there. I won't tell you the story now, I'll tell you later. Feel free to ask me about it. So these are all from there. It's all black and white photography, fiber print paper. These 4 are on glossy paper, which makes them a little bit different from the rest of these. And then later on, a couple months over the summer, I started working in Baltimore, and on the way to my office and back, I started to notice the farms and the different places on the sides of the road that they looked like they hadn't been touched for years. So I thought, you know, that'd be really cool to photograph too. Kind of had the same feel as these photographs from the Totem Pole. So I started to take some pictures, talk to Mark about, you know, ideas for my project, and he said, sure, go at it. I thought I could document, you know, the effects of the economy. That would be kind of one of my ideas, but it didn't happen. So then I ended up just going around on a whim, taking photographs. It was a sunny day out and I needed a break from the studio. I just go, I would pick up my camera and run. And this isn't what ended up happening. So most of it, originally I wanted to go around farther than Adams County. So I was gonna go south, I was gonna go north, I was gonna, you know, travel all over the place. I had these huge ideas, but it ended up turning into something more local, which is what I wanted, and I think was actually more powerful than doing something that was far away, because I personally think that this, you know, touches close to home for everybody who looks at it and sees it. Maybe not everybody, but for me it does. And in terms of the titles, I wanted to put, you know, the names of the places so people could recognize it. I mean, all of them are within 15 minutes of Gettysburg College. So, I mean, I don't know, there's something about it that kind of resonates closely with me. And then all of these are 4x6. I know they're really tiny. I'm sorry for people who have glasses. I know it was really hard to see. But that was my purpose, was to make them small and make them intimate and make people actually walk up to them and look at them and really analyze, you know, the detail in it, and just kind of appreciate black and white photography in general. Because that's my biggest thing, is not only am I bringing these different places to life, but also black and white photography to life, because as digital kind of comes around and is starting to flourish and make black and white photography go down under, I think this is one of the ways in which you can finally, you know, bring it back to the surface and show everybody, you know, even though it takes a long time to do in the studio and it's really frustrating for those of you who've taken photo, it actually can turn out into to be something beautiful. So, and then the other part of my capstone project, this is actually a book for my globalization studies capstone, which I thought I'd put here just so people can see it and check it out. It is called The Afro-Dominican Movement, A Hidden Struggle. And over spring break, I went on a trip to the DR with the Merger Projects, which is one of the places that I work on campus. And 10 students and I went down there, and what I decided to do was make a book about the hidden struggles of Black Dominicans, because, you know, here Dominicans are seen as being white or light colored, but in reality they're darker skinned, and there's a lot of conflicts with identity down there and what exactly is white, what exactly is black, who has a better reputation and all this. So I decided to look more into it and work with Paul Osterlitz in the music department, who led our trip, and he ended up giving me kind of an idea of what it's like down there. So I figured, why not use photo? Why not use, you know, writing and actually make it visible? So I made this book. It's about 50 pages long, and I'm selling it. So if anybody wants, let me know. All the proceeds are going to go to one of the schools that we worked with.